Okay, welcome back everybody. Had a question from a viewer I think he was in Germany, I can't quite remember. And it was something that had never come up before, at least I never considered. So this particular person was interested in purchasing a GRS Ragnarok chassis for their Blaser rifle. And they wanted to know if their, I think it was an 18-inch barrel with a suppressor would fit on this Forend. Well, that begs a question. We have to decide or figure out if we're measuring barrels the same way. So let's run through a few of the things and then we'll, come up with some numbers and you can decide for yourself or replicate this at home if you're curious about it. So in the United States, to measure barrels for rifles, let me think about this. For rifles, shotguns, and semi-automatic pistols, you have to have a closed breech face. You drop an item down your barrel and then you measure off what that distance is, and then that is your legal barrel length in the United States legally. So, and you cannot add anything to increase the length of the barrel in that measurement that is removable. So because this is getting into the NFA laws here in the United States, the short barrel rifle laws that a lot of you guys overseas don't have to deal with. So, but then you're getting into a question is, what is a barrel length from Blaser? How do they measure them? So if I measure from the muzzle to the breech face to the in this rifle, this works out to a 22-inch barrel. This is a factory barrel. We did have it threaded aftermarket, but this is a this is a 308 factory semi-weight barrel from Blaser. This is 22 inches. This is what 22 inches looks like on this Ragnarok chassis. So another thing you can do is on these Blaser rifles, my Blaser viewers will know, there was a transition line on all barrels from the shank to the rifle part of the barrel. So this line is repeatable on all the barrels, and you can measure from that point without actually having it attached to the rifle, like saying you're looking at a barrel somewhere. So on this rifle, measuring from the shank transition line to the muzzle works out to 19 1/4 inches on this barrel here in the United States. So now from your perspective also at home, just in case you're curious, this forend on this GRS Ragnarok is 11.5 inches. So from the longest point, you'll see it sticks out a little bit. So from that longest point to the farthest point in the rear, it's 11.5 inches. And then another thing is, just to make it a useful reference point, from what we'll call the shank line, which I'm sure will look great in the transcript, the shank line, the transition line, from there to the farthest end on the front of this forend is 13.5 inches. So now another couple things to consider. So if you buy one of these, and let's say you have a really short barrel and you have a suppressor and it won't fit for whatever reason, you can remove this forend. This is a standard AR style forend, M-LOK style, thin, so it's, not large. So this is easily removable. GRS did not make this product. They bought this on the open market. You could remove it and you could run the chassis system without that forend. Or you could replace that and put another forend, on your chassis system, as long as the pitch at the bottom matches the forend. But also keep in mind, depending on the optics you're using on your barrel, you need to make sure that your glass will clear. If you're using big old tactical scopes like this, make sure your glass clears, some kind of aftermarket forend if you wanted to put it on the rifle. So hopefully this answers your questions about the GRS Ragnarok chassis. I'm very fond of them. It's not the lightest chassis solution probably out there, but it's very, very, very configurable. So if you want to see any more stories or pictures of links of the Blaser rifle or anything else like this, please go to the website at john1911.com. That's JOHN1911.com. Remember, it's all about shooting guns and having fun. Everybody, have a good day.